We are geeking out over tech to keep your home so sparkling clean. Drew Kozub, one of our favorites every week out of lovely Winnipeg, joining us. Drew, it's great to see you. All right, so we have 3 items here to help keep your home clean. The technology is off the charts. We're going to have you rank all of them from a dust bunny scale. 5 out of 5 is you got to get this. 0 out of 5 is this really won't keep anything clean. Are you ready, Drew?
I'm ready. It's a very scientific scale, but it's perfect for smart spring cleaning. So let's dive into it.
All right, let's start with a Roomba. I have a Roomba. I love my Roomba. I need an upgrade on my Roomba. What are the new Roombas like?
Okay, so
give me the deets.
The Roomba i3 Plus is the one that I want to talk about today. It's a robot vacuum that cleans your house, and it also empties its own dustbin automatically, so you never have to worry about your vacuum for literally months. When you're shopping for Roombas, you're looking at different models. You'll notice some have a plus and some do not. Any of the ones that have a plus have that clean base, which you see right there, which is the model that empties its dustbin into that clean base whenever it fills up. So inside of that clean base, there's a bag that you can empty every 60 days. So it's very, very convenient. But the i3 Plus, as you're watching it navigate my house, also has a lot of really helpful smart features in there to make sure it's doing a thorough cleaning job.
So again, the base, like the deck, so to speak, for it, it lets all the garbage and crap that it picks up into that, like it goes up, that's my scientific question. Does it go up?
It's like, it's a vacuum that vacuums up your little vacuum. So, and the moment that the iRobot docks in that base, all of the stuff inside of the little robot's dustbin gets sucked up into that clean base, which is really, really good. And this particular model is very smart too. It recognizes extra dirty spots, maybe like by the front door where you're taking off your shoes, so it will dig in really deeper to do a more thorough clean. And also the iRobot app, which you can use to control this thing, is really slick because you can do things like deploy the vacuum when you're not even home, set up a cleaning schedule. You can even use Google or Alexa-enabled smart speakers to tell your vacuum to start cleaning up and doing a tidying job on your house.
All right, so out of 5 dust bunnies, Drew, what do you give this?
I am giving this one a very solid 4 out of 5 dust bunnies. It does an amazing job. I've had other versions of so quiet and thorough, a solid 4 out of 5 in the dust bunnies.
Wow, that was one of the loudest effects I've heard in my life, Drew. You fought through the vacuum sound. Good for you. All right, so we've established what to do if I don't really want to vacuum and have my machine do it. What if I want to do the same for mopping? What do you got?
The Brava Jet M6 is the robot mop that cleans your floors and maps the layout of your home so it could recognize specific rooms. Now, this feature is very helpful. For example, if you're doing some baking in the kitchen with the kids and you've made a mess, there's flour everywhere. Well, you can tell the Brava Jet M6 to specifically clean just that one messy room rather than the whole entire house.
Oh, wow. That's fantastic.
So that is, I mean, it really is convenient, and certain models of the robot vacuums have that feature as well. The i3 Plus, which we showed you earlier, does not have that feature, which is part of the reason why I only got 4 out of 5 dust bunnies. But another cool feature about this mop is that you can switch the different mopping pads. So there's wet mopping pads for everything you'd use a traditional mop for, but there's also dry sweeping pads, which are great just for picking up dust and pet hair. And just like the i3 Plus, which we showed off earlier, you can make cleaning schedules, start or stop a cleaning job using the app or a smart speaker, and you can use a feature called Imprint Link technology so that if you have the i3 Plus or another compatible robot vacuum, you can set the mop to automatically start working as soon as the vacuum has finished its job.
All right, so out of 5 dust bunnies, what do you give that?
This one gets a 5 out of 5 dust bunnies because it's the perfect companion to the robot vacuum and has such advanced smarts in it.
All right, fantastic. The home soap will have to wait for another day because we had so much fun with the dust bunnies. Drew Kozub out of Winnipeg. Go Jets. Appreciate you. Thank you.
Go Jets, go.
There you go. You maybe should have done more at the deadline, but a topic for another day. We're gonna step aside. Drew, talk to you next week. He's a good kid. I like Drew. You sound off for this portion of Breakfast Television. For those who may have missed it last night, federal government in the form of a loan is going to give close to $6 billion to Air Canada. Now, Air Canada will also forgive all of the tickets that were purchased and weren't used when the pandemic hit, so there's a lot to this story. But the question is, should the Canadian government be bailing out big businesses? 1-866-267-3797. Feedback at breakfasttelevision.ca. Twitter 24/7 at Breakfast TV. That's coming up a bit later on. You're watching Breakfast Television. Hope you're enjoying your Wednesday. More after this.